Hello Earth Signs, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. Today we are doing a monthly overview for the month of October for you all. It's quite simple. If you are new here, I'll get a rune out of there. That is the overall energy of the month. 5 cards out of there, 1 card to represent each of the 4 full weeks of October, and then 1 card for the last couple of days going into November, and then we get clarifiers out of there. Okay, while I am rooting around for a rune, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Go and check out one of the other signed reads, or you can check out the signed reads on my membership, or go and check out the other all signs overviews I do, or type of signs overviews, monthly overviews, and see if anything else resonates with you in them, because you may be working from a different aspect of your birth chart. Okay, so what have we got here? We have got now these, I think this one is called, it's been a while since I've had it out. I am now literally flicking through my book to find the pronunciation for this one. I've gone too far. It should be this one. No, haven't gone far enough. Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, now these. I got it right. Bang. Fantastic. Okay, this is so it translates to need or necessity. And that's kind of like what this month is for you. Maybe there's a scarcity of something and you need it. Maybe you're running low on, I don't know, finances or love or happiness or joy. But there's a necessity, there's a need, there's a scarcity, there's an absence, there's restrictions on things. You need to have patience. There is an energy of need. There's one. You need and want something this month. Okay, let's see what we got off the bottom of the deck. We've got the 10 of Pentacles there, which is like the opposite, actually. It's an abundance. Okay, but you could have all the money in the world, but you have no love. So you may be waking up to that fact and you need the love. Okay, and we've got the Magician. The Magician is an energy of having, again, I'm getting, it's like that 10 of Pentacles. It's having everything you need to get everything you want. Okay, so it's basically all four aces in the tarot deck if you are new to tarot and everything. So the beginning is there for you. This is a month of starting things, maybe starting things again. Okay, so we have got the Devil coming out for the first week. 3 of Swords, King of Swords, Judgment, and the Knight of Wands. I'm just going to put you on pause while I clear my throat and burn my mouth with my hot cup of tea. Okay, so the first week is the realization, okay, of being trapped by something. As I said, you may have all the finances in the world. You may be a billionaire, a trillionaire. You may be the richest person in the world. Fancy that. The richest person in the world is watching my little channel. That's fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. But you're realizing that, well, this is kind of trapping me. It kind of draws in all the people who want and need of me. And all I want is someone to share my life with. Someone who wants me for me. Okay, and just for an example, okay, it could be anything. It could be some form of addiction. It could be maybe you're in an abusive relationship. But the Devil here showing up is, with now these here, is the realization of what it is, which is actually holding you back. Okay, we've got the 5 of Wands in reverse, and we have got the King of Cups coming out for that as well. Okay, so the 5 of Wands in reverse. There isn't really any sort of conflict within you about this. it's like, let's just keep on that example that you are the richest person in the world watching my humble little channel. It's, yeah, fine, right, okay, this is my problem. There it is. Now how do I deal with it? There isn't any sort of like, oh, but there's this, if I didn't have the money, I wouldn't have this, this, and this, and people wouldn't like me as much, but I need people to like me for what I am, and all that. It's just there. It's there is a conflict of sorts. There is certain things which are causing this devil energy to be here. For example, being the richest person in the world. Okay, it comes with its pitfalls. Okay, just the same as being the poorest person in the world. It comes with its pitfalls. Okay, it is really hard to do anything either way round, but it's on different scales. Obviously, the richest person in the world can just literally turn around and buy an island with all the inhabitants on it and literally have their own country. But on the other hand, they find it hard to find a genuine person who wants them just for them. Now, a poorest person in the world hasn't got any problems finding the person who wants them just for them, because there is nothing else for them to give that person. But they have no chance of actually buying their dinner for the night, let alone buying a country. So, yeah, there's all the pitfalls there, but there's the realization of, well, that is the problem. Now let's just go and find a solution, and that's where the King of Cups is coming in. Now the King of Cups, we had that ace, that 10 of Pentacles, which is indicating an abundance of, but this is now indicating there's a lack of love. Okay, you've got all the love in the world, but no one to give it to. Okay, it's normally, as a general energy, it will be having all the love in the world, but being reluctant to give it to someone. In this particular case, you've got no one to give it to. You're just looking at your cup, and the little fishes which are jumping out of there, I don't often talk about fishes in tarot reads, but the little fishes jumping out of there is representing the possibility. Okay, like a red herring. I've got the love there, but I haven't got anyone to give it to. Okay, obviously there are other aspects you could be looking at this. I've just gone down this wealth and love thing. It could be that you are in an abusive relationship and you're undecided if coming out of it is the right thing to do, and that's why we have the conflict in reverse. You know the situation, but you're not sure how to get around the situation. Okay, the Two of Wands is coming out as your crosser on this one. Basically, it's crunch time. You know it's time to do something. It's time to take a different path. You're just not sure what path to take. And all because it's a Two of Wands, it doesn't mean you've got two paths. It doesn't mean there's a left and a right. You could have multiple paths. There could be 12 paths to take, but you don't know which one is going to be the right one to take. And so again, with that King of Cups there, you're a little bit indecisive about which one to take. Okay, it's not just the choice, it's a difficult choice. You might have to reconcile with someone. Okay, Three of Swords for the second week. Again, I will just point out that this is a predictive read, so obviously you may not feel these energies until later on in the month. And if you do, it would be nice for you to let me know in the comments. Okay, I have got another one to say, but I'll do that next time I'm shuffling. Okay, so the 10 of Cups and the Death card coming out for this Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is all about pain. Now, this may be pain spurring off this, if this one was resonating with you. It may be that you, in the second week, you might be ending up in some form of pain, be it emotional or physical. Maybe you're going to break a leg. There you go, if you're an actor, break a leg. I can say that, and it's not a problem. It's not a bad thing. But you might end up hurting yourself, becoming ill, or something like that. But with the 10 of Cups and the Death card, this pain is creating change for the better. This pain is making you realize what you actually want in your life on an emotional level, or a caring, loving level. Right, I'm just going to clear my throat again. Okay, that's better. And my tea weren't quite so hot that time. Okay, so yeah, And then the Death card is indicating there is a change. Something is dying. An old way is dying and a new way is beginning. Now, this could be that whatever's dying is creating the pain. Maybe you thought you had the Ten of Cups and you're now realizing you haven't got the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is like the pinnacle of a relationship, the perfect relationship, if you will. Now, all because I say a relationship doesn't necessarily mean it's a romantic relationship. Maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a business acquaintance, doesn't matter. Basically, as soon as you bump into a stranger and you start talking to them for any reason, you're now starting a relationship with them. Okay, let's have a look what's crossing this one. The Six of Pentacles. This pain is helping you balance out. Maybe you've always contributed more to, oh, I've got hiccups now, more to a relationship than the other party. And maybe it's been okay for you that way, but now it's changing. Now it's creating pain. It's like, why don't they give back as much as I put in? Okay, Six of Pentacles crossing that. So, King of Swords. Right, so far, if these two have resonated with you, this King of Swords is indicating, well, you're woken up to the truth. You woke up to the truth about 2 weeks ago, and now you're going to start taking action upon it. You know that something has to be done. The options are there in front of you. The pain of the situation is making you either realize what you want on a love level or a relationship level, and that Death card is saying, yep, let's do this. It's time to kill this situation off and go on to a new one. Is taking action. It's actually the actions you'll be taking. For others of you, this could be some sort of legal issue coming up for you. Perhaps you've been caught speeding. I don't know. It's multiple different things. Perhaps you're needing to get some sort of professional in. It doesn't necessarily have to be legal. It's just looking for a professional, getting a professional to help you. So maybe your house needs decorating and you don't have the time or the energy or the inclination to do it, but with that 10 of Pentacles right at the beginning in the cut, you have got the finances to do it. So you're getting someone else to come in to do your work for you. Okay, we're going then got the Queen of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Queen of Swords in reverse is normally kind of like the opposite to the King of Swords. No, well, the Queen of Swords in the upright is kind of like the opposite to the King of Swords. It's sort of an energy of knowing the truth but not acting upon it, taking your time, possibly making a plan for the situation. When it's in reverse, it could be the truth you think you know isn't necessarily the truth which is really there. In some of my tarot reads, especially if the Two of Swords comes out, I will quite often say, you've got their truth and you've got your truth, and the real truth is something in the middle of that. That's what this is. There is a truth, and there's someone else's truth, and then there's a truth in the middle of it all as well. Okay, which is probably the more truth, because even if you see something and 3 other people see something, they will all add something slightly different to it. Yeah, they will all put their little rosy tint on it. So there is that. Now, the thing is, there is multiple of truths with that 7 of Cups coming out. There isn't just the one truth. There isn't just the one, oh, I need to get some help on this. I need to get a professional on this. And as I said, if you're got to the point where you have to redecorate your house, well, maybe you need more than a decorator. Maybe you need a carpenter, an electrician, and a plumber as well. So there you go. You got your multiple choices. And where this Queen of Swords then comes in, this like stalling energy of not acting upon it, it's because you're not sure which one needs to come in first. Is it worth getting my house all painted and then have the other trades come in to rip it apart? Are they going to be clean and tidy up behind themselves, or is it worth actually doing all the painting last? Maybe you need to do a little bit of research into what needs to happen next. Okay, crossing this is the Fool. Okay, so there is a new beginning. The problem is, you can't start yet for some reason. There's something blocking you. Okay, maybe I might be doing what's blocking you readings today for the new moon in Virgo. No, Libra. Okay, but that will be later on today. You'll be seeing that later, and that'll come out later. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So there's something blocking you. There's something stopping you from starting all this. Okay, but it does need to be started. The Fool is coming out. Okay, so week 4, Judgment. The Judgment can be an energy of having a second chance, giving someone a second chance, or someone coming in and giving you a second chance perhaps. But it could also be an energy of just being judgmental. Maybe you're going to be a lot more judgmental than normal in the 4th week of October. Maybe other people are going to be more judgmental of your actions, so be careful of that as well. Okay. Oh, Jesus, look, there's our Fool in reverse again. And the 8 of Swords. Okay. So, you've got a second chance of a new beginning, but it's on pause at the moment. I say it's a second chance of a new beginning. Normally, if you get the Judgment and then the Fool, you're resitting a life lesson, if you will. You didn't quite pass it. You didn't learn the things the universe wanted you to learn this time around, so it's pushing you back. It's like holding you back a year in school. In this particular case, you kind of got through it. Some loophole you found, perhaps, or the universe decided to put a hold on it, a retainer, if you will, and thought, well, I will get you to do this again later. And that's what this is. It's in reverse. It's the second chance. Yeah. So this could be the one that got away from you is coming back in, and it's your second chance to actually win them over this time. It could be the job of your dreams that you missed out on because you were too young the first time, and now you're a bit older. It's now available and open for you again. Okay, with the 8 of Swords coming out with this, it's in reverse as well. It requires you actually pulling your head out of the sand. Okay, the 8 of Swords energy is sometimes like willfully ignoring the situation, willfully ignoring the truth, willfully ignoring whatever. And so in reverse, it's kind of telling me if you want this, you got to work for it. You got to take your head out of your ass, if you will. Look around, pick up the signs, pick up the synchronicities, even talk to the universe. I don't say this very often, but maybe pray. Okay, if you are a religious type. If you're not a religious type and you're just a spiritual type, then maybe meditate, maybe manifest. But yeah, you need to take action on this somehow. You personally, you can't be waiting for someone else to come in to help you with that action or anything like that. We've got the 7 of Wands in the reverse. The 7 of Wands in the reverse is actually coming off your high horse. Okay, the 7 of Wands is defending your position. You believe you're right, and you're shooting down anyone who says otherwise. This in reverse is sort of saying, yeah, maybe you're not sure you're right, and you're now stepping down from that position, and it's like, well, maybe you have a point. Maybe I should look into this. Okay, in that case of that relationship what's coming back, maybe it all went wrong because you were too up on your horse, because you were defending your position. Maybe that's why you didn't get round to having it the first time, and it slipped past you. It's kind of saying that you have to be a little bit less defensive to make this work. Okay, so let's have a look at the Knight of Wands. Okay, now quite often the Knight of Wands is seen as a player energy, someone coming in, swooping in, getting what they want and disappearing again. Okay, and that's kind of a little bit of this energy, but it's not someone, it's you. And it's not on that player level. It's more saying you're getting what you want. Or perhaps with now these out here as well, maybe you're getting what you need. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man in the upright, and we got the Two of Pentacles as well. Now the Two of Pentacles to me is the minor arcana of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's the crossing energy, especially of this deck, because you got this cross in the middle where you got like the colors are mixing. You got the red color there, you got the orangey color there, and in the middle you're getting a deeper, darker orange where it's mixing. It's the crossover energies of the Wheel of Fortune. Right? Now the Wheel of Fortune is a bit like, is it called the Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, it is the Wheel of Fortune, isn't it? It's a bit like spinning a roulette table, or in the game show a Wheel of Fortune. It's spinning that. Now the pointer never stops in the middle of two things. Okay, it goes from one to the other. It clicks over. The ball doesn't stop on a roulette table in the middle of two numbers. It always falls in one of the little bays. It's been designed that way. Well, this is, you're right at that point, that the little pointer bit is like right on the end of one, and it's now just clicking over to the other. The ball is literally just bouncing out of one hole into the other ball, into the other hole. That's where we are. The energies are changing, the energies are shifting for you, but they overlap slightly. Okay, one fades out as the other fades in. It's a bit like a very good DJ, yeah, making their music work, getting rid of one song by putting in the other, fading them out, crossing them over at the right points. With the Hanged Man coming out here, that is, maybe you have to look at things differently. Perhaps what you think you need is not what you need, and what is coming in is what you need, but you just don't realize it. But if you looked at it from a different aspect, you will realize it. Okay, so that's what that is. You have to look at things differently. And again, check out some signs and synchronicities. I have a whole playlist of them. I might stick it out and in one of the little box things at the end of the video. Perhaps I won't. Perhaps I might put out the tri-monthly forecast I done a couple of days ago, which I work from equinoxes to solstices and solstices to equinoxes, so I don't quite follow months and moon patterns on that particular set of reads, but maybe just look at things differently. Maybe I'll tell you what, I will put the link for the signs on Sunday in the description. There you go. But it is a case of your whatever comes, whatever appears in your life at the end of October going into November is probably something you need in your life for some reason or another. Crossing this is the Two of, oh God, look, and that Two of Swords is still with it. The Two of Wands again. It's a choice. Yeah? You have the choice. You have your free will. You can do what you want with this energy. All because I'm saying what comes into your life during this period of the month. And for some of you, I did say there is more I had to say about this, and for some of you it may be later on, it may be in the middle of November it comes in, so some of you may have already got this energy, yeah. All because I'm presenting it like this doesn't necessarily mean that's how it's going to happen. Okay, we're all traveling on different roads at different speeds to the same destination. Okay, in the universe you can just push all these cards together, yeah, and shuffle them up and put them all out, and that's the order they're coming out for one of you. And then you can put it all together and put them all out and do it again, and that's the order it's coming out for another one of you. Okay, now think of these as road signs. Okay, now the road sign is always in the same place on the road. Okay, it doesn't move around, it's stuck there, it's concreted into the floor. We all pass that road sign at different times. There you go. That's a good way of explaining that. And the last thing I have to explain to this is some of these may resonate with you and some of them may not. I'm doing 3 different star signs here at the same time. So maybe this is just for my Capricorns, because that is a Capricorn card. maybe these are just for my Taurians, and maybe them three are for the Virgos. It doesn't kind of all have to resonate with you. They could be for others. Okay, so you do have a choice coming. And that does bring me to the end of the video, because there is my free will choice when I decide to stop doing the read and give you back your time. So thank you for watching this. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it, and also let the YouTube algorithm know that you liked it, because that helps my channel grow. The other ways you can help my channel grow is, if you're actually still listening to this, you have probably done it, is watch my video right to the end. This isn't just for my channel, it's any channel on YouTube. Yeah, the algorithms pick up how long people watch it for, if they like it or not, at what point of the video they decided they hit the like button, what point of the video they commented, and they work it all out, and it makes some sort of weird, yeah, I will put this and push this much, or I will push this really hard, or I will make this disappear and drop off the feed because no one seems to be interested in it. So the more interaction you have with videos, the better you make it for the makers of those videos. If you didn't like this, don't worry, you can still interact with it. You can hit the thumbs down button, but if you do, please let me know in the comments why, because I am an inquisitive person and I like to know why. Okay, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, because that way you'll be adding your energies into the tarot team part, which should make these reads resonate with you on a slightly better level. If you want to share this out with any of your fellow Earth sign friends, please do so. The more the merrier, as they say. And until the next time you are watching one of my videos, you will be good out there, Earth signs.